All right. Take a moment to notice what you feel between the 2 feet, switch sides. So why would we do foot melt at the beginning of total body reboot level 2 or level 1 for that matter before doing any physical activity? The reason is because foot melt is actually going to loosen up your hamstrings and your lower back. There's actually been research that has shown that doing self-myofascial release to the bottom of the foot will increase mobility for your hamstrings, these muscles back here, back your thighs, and your lower back. And I make foot melt a part of my daily routine. I actually do it while I'm drinking my coffee in the morning, and I'll do it sometimes after work as well. I find that it balances my nervous system. So if I'm feeling stressed, it helps me to kind of de-stress a bit. And it's also just a really good way to wake up all of your muscles so that you can be better at balance. Before I go for a surf, I like to melt my feet because then I have a better feel for the board and I balance better for sure. All right, so we're going to just dive right into doing a dynamic warm-up. So we're going to start with bringing your knee to your chest, up on your toe, and switch. If your balance is challenged or there's some reason you can't go up on your toe, you can just do it like this. You're just going to go back and forth, and you want to get that pop. Get that pop going. Nice. All right, next we're going to take our ankle and pull it toward the opposite hip. And again, you're trying to get that pop up onto your toes. This dynamic warm-up has been shown in research to help improve your dynamic flexibility, which is the ability to move have mobility in your movement. It also improves balance and strength. Okay, reaching up overhead. Feel that stretch from one hip to the opposite shoulder. I really love this one. If you reach and really stretch, you can feel it all the way across your body. All right, next, use your judgment about your activity level. So you might need to just do a front lunge, but if you can, you're going to try to drive your elbow to the ground right next to your ankle. And then switch back. So your toes going up in the front, both knees get straight, pop up. Make sure you're popping all the way through. Push those hips through. Good, and then we're going to switch. Now I'm driving my right elbow toward my ankle on the right side. And you might not be able to get as much range of motion as I have. That's okay. Just do what you can. You also don't have to go as fast. If you're not quite ready, go slower. The goal is to go quickly if you're doing a sport where you need that. So you may not. If you're more an endurance athlete, you don't necessarily need to move quickly. But most sports, there is a need for some of that. All right, next we're going to do a backward lunge. So my right leg in front, I'm going to lunge backward, reach, looking at my hand, reaching up and over, come back to the center, pop forward. And repeat. Okay, you're going to feel that stretch through the front of your body. Good, Gretchen. Good, David. Driving that leg through. All right, we're going to switch sides. Okay, next we're going to do a side lunge. So with the side lunge, you want your knee to be in line with your second toe. And make sure that your hips and your shoulders are staying in alignment. Okay, then we're going to press off of this leg. Good job. You guys are getting really good at this. Practice makes perfect, right? All right. Other side. Keeping your knee in line with your second toe.
I can't seem to get this side. Wait.
Your torso looks fine. You just can't get.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, you're not getting as deep, but that's okay.
I can't get it. Switch the straight leg to the other side.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, one side might be weaker than the other, and that's okay. Just if you can't get as deep on one side, this is not as strong. Start with a smaller range of motion. As you get stronger, you'll be able to go deeper. But don't do a weird. Yeah, that's good.
But with the brain not figuring out which way to go either.
Yeah, totally. All right, so let's review keeping your knee in the proper place when we load your leg. So, you're standing from the side, you can see, here's my leg just relaxed. And then if I pull my knee consciously so that it comes in line with my second toe, you can see I get an arch. Okay, and then it kind of goes away a little bit, and it comes back. All right, and you'll feel that happen for yourself. So as you consciously think about drawing your knee in line with your second toe, you'll get an arch, comes back. You'll feel the muscles of your glute turn on. Okay. So on my left side, my glute muscles are turning on to pull my knee into the proper position so that it doesn't get bothered with the activities that we're doing. Okay? So we're going to spread those toes, keep them spread, pressing into the floor. Hand on your hip, keep your knee in line with your second toe. Kick your leg up, and we're going to tip forward from your hip, keeping your knee in line with your second toe, and you're going to go as far down as you can without compensation. So if you can go all the way down to your big toe, then do that. You've got to keep your back straight, no bending your back. Kick that leg up. I'll show it from the side. So I'm kicking that back leg up, keeping my back straight, keeping my knee in line with my second toe. This strengthens your glutes and hamstrings. Good. Okay, let's switch sides. Again, keeping your knee in line with your second toe. Picking that back leg up. So, common compensation pattern people will do is they'll rotate their hips. So think about keeping your hips parallel with the floor. Don't let them roll. One thing you might need to do is turn, if you're on your right leg, you might need to turn your left leg inward to keep those hips parallel with the floor. Okay, good. All right, next, we're gonna do a hand walk out to a push-up. Here we go, guys. So we're gonna walk out, squeeze your shoulder blades together, push up, walk back, driving your heels toward the ground. Let your head hang down. Do a little wobble here. Walk those hands back out. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, push up. Now we're gonna walk our feet to our hands, driving your heels toward the ground. Let your head hang down. Feel that stretch through your upper back and neck. Feels good. Okay, I'm gonna walk my feet back, driving my heels toward the ground. Hands right under my shoulders. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Push up. Okay, and then I'm gonna walk my hands to my feet. Let my head hang down. Get a good stretch. Take that head back and forth. Walk your hands out. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Push up. And we're going to walk those feet to the hands, driving your heels down. Just let that head hang down. That allows some opening to happen in your neck and upper back. Okay, we're going to walk your feet back. Move your shoulder blades together. Push up. We're walking the hands back. This strengthens your shoulders, walking your hands in and out. Helps provide stability to prevent shoulder problems. Okay, you're going to walk the hands back out. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Do a push-up. Good. Walk those feet to the hands. Way to go. Stretching and big. If you're keeping up, good. You're doing great. Keep it going. Okay, walking those feet back, driving the heels to the ground the whole time. Hands in line with your shoulders. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Push up. Good. All right. Well done. Well done, you guys. That's not easy stuff to do. That's right. Pat yourself on the back. Give yourself a high five. Air high fives. Woo! Good job. Okay. So grab your mini band if you've got one. If you don't have one, you can do this without the mini band. I like to use a note roller or foam roller to get as a guide as we do this. We're going to do fire hydrants. So you're going to take your mini band, put it above your knees. And for the fire hydrant activity, I'll show it from several angles if you're newer to this. You're going to have the roller, or you could use a broomstick, on your back to make sure your back is staying level, okay, as you do this exercise. And we're going to draw your abs in, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and you're going to press your leg out to the side, and then bring it back in, okay? So we'll do that 3 times. Then the next one we're going to do is we're going to go out and a little bit back. Okay, so first is straight out, now it's out and a little bit back, okay, and then it's going to be out and a little bit more back. Okay, so I'll take you guys through it, but we're going to start with 3 times just going out to one side. So squeeze those shoulder blades together so your back is nice and straight. You should have a little bit of an arch in your lower back. That's what's going to keep the roller in the right spot. Then we're going to kick out to the side, come back. 3 times. This exercise helps to strengthen the little spinal stabilizing muscles to support your back. 3 times to the other side. Okay. Abs in. Now we're going to go 3 times out and slightly back. Okay, and then 3 times out and slightly back on the other side. You can see this is my weaker side. I really have to focus to not have that roller wobble. If the roller's wobbling, you know you need to change something. So you probably need to draw your abs in a little bit more. Focus on your stabilization. Now we're going out and slightly back. We're not trying to go fast. We're working on technique. And here the band has a tendency to want to roll on you. It just did for me. Okay, and then we're going to go the other way. Out and back, quite a bit back. So if your roller is wobbling, try not to accept that as normal. Try to change your stabilization. Draw your abs in more, etc., so that it's not wobbling. Okay. All right, we're going to do another set. You can take a moment to rest if you need to. Okay, and then we're going to do another set of all three positions. So again, you want to be a neutral spine. So a tiny little arch in your lower back. Squeezing those shoulder blades together, abs in. Runaway roller. Okay, and then if I'm lifting my right leg out to the side, then I need to stabilize using the left leg, the butt on the left side, and my right arm. Okay? If I'm lifting my left leg out to the side, I have to squeeze my butt on the right side and put weight through my left hand. So those are the points that we focus on to help keep the roller steady. Okay, and we'll do it going out and slightly back. And then switch out and slightly back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together, and that will help you maintain a neutral spine direction. You squeeze your shoulder blades together as you are in this position. Okay? And you're going to go out and back at an angle. This is not an easy exercise, to be sure. All right. Now we're going to lay on our back. Our knees bent to 30 degrees. Draw your abs in. Press your left heel into the floor, squeezing your butt, and that's going to stabilize your pelvis, and you're going to rotate your right leg out to the side. This works your really, really low spinal stabilizers. And let's do 6 of those. You're pressing your heel into the ground on the left, rotating your right leg out to the side. Okay, you're going to squeeze your butt on the right, rotate your left leg out to the side. Six times here. Really squeeze your butt on the right to make sure you're keeping your pelvis level. All right. We're going to bend our knees to about 45 degrees. We'll do the same thing here. Keeping your abs in. Squeezing your butt. So if my right leg's rotating out, I'm squeezing my butt on the left to stabilize my pelvis. And then vice versa. And you want to make sure you're maintaining that abdominal draw-in. Yep, you can make a sound to help you with that. Okay, then we're going to go to a 90-degree knee bend here. Make sure to maintain spinal neutral the entire time. So even when you strongly activate your abdominals by going, you still want to maintain some spinal neutral. So those 6 times out to the side. And later you'll feel this in your back if you do it right. You feel the little muscles have gotten turned on. Make sure you're squeezing your butt on the right side, keeping your knee right in line with your hips as you rotate your left leg out to the side. Okay. Then we're going to bring our feet up. We'll be in tabletop here. Abs in. Okay, and we're going to, again, do this bent knee fall out, keeping your abs in. And notice if your rectus abdominis is kicking on to help. And the way you'll know is if you feel a pooch right here. So mine kicks on to help unless I really strongly activate transverse abdominis by going and I kind of have to do it each time. So you can do 3 each side and then switch sides, or you can do 6 in a row, whatever you want to do there. And this will work your abdominals pretty good. All right. Now, if you have a band that you can put your hand through one loop and your foot through the other, then grab one of those. And you're going to need probably a fairly stiff band. If you're strong, if you're newer to fitness, newer to this, all of this stuff, all this functional training stuff, then use a lighter band so you know how your body reacts. So if you've ever done swimmer's prep, which is a Pilates exercise, this is just an advanced version of that, okay? Or it's also called bird dog in physical therapy. So we're going to draw your abs in. You want to have a neutral spine, tuck your chin, and you're going to press your leg back and lift your arm up. Okay, we're going to switch. Or we're going to switch. We're just going to do several reps, and you can see I'm not touching my knee down. I'm just going and going. And we can add a little crunch to it by bringing our knee to our elbow. And you can see I'm keeping my foot fairly low. You want to keep your foot fairly low. Rollers in my way. Okay? And then let's switch sides. By keeping your foot low, it targets the muscles of your lower back. You're going to come in, touch your elbow to your knee, press back out. Keep your toe low, just hovering above the ground. That's going to target strengthening the muscles of your lower back more than if you were to pick your leg up high. So you may see people doing it where they pick their leg up really high. They're doing that, they're doing it more to try to strengthen their glutes more than strengthening the little lumbar multifidi muscles. So if you keep your leg low, it targets more of the lower back. We're going to get your glutes other ways. So we won't need to do the one with the band. All right, so if you have a foam roller, you can use that. If you have a stability ball, I prefer the stability ball because it's harder. So grab the stability ball if you have one. But if you don't, you can use a foam roll. So if you've got the foam roller, you're going to put both feet on the foam roller like this. Okay? And that just gives you a little bit of instability to deal with. And if you've got the stability ball, you'll have both feet on that. We're going to press your feet into the ball, squeezing your butt, arms across your chest. And you're going to continue to squeeze your butt as you lift up. There's a little bit of shake going on. As high as you can without pain or problems. Okay? And then we're going to roll all the way down, imagining that you're in a hammock as you roll down, and maintain that glute squeeze the whole time so that you challenge the glutes all the way down. All right? This is important for the stability of your back and your core. Keep your toes on the ball, squeeze your butt, lifting up, all the way up, and then we're going to squeeze all the way down, tucking the pelvis all the way down so that you get what we call an eccentric pull or contraction on your lower back and butt muscles, which is going to strengthen them the most, more so than lifting up. Okay, so squeeze your butt, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And that's going to lift you up. It's all the power is coming from your butt if you do it right. You really squeeze your butt, okay? And then we're going to squeeze that butt all the way down. Don't let it be lazy. It will try to shut off and let your hamstrings do it. Don't let that happen. Beautiful. All right, we're going to do it with one leg now. If you don't squeeze your butt really strong, your hamstring will it'll get more work and it might cramp, okay? So squeeze your butt as hard as you can, lifting up. And this is very hard with your arms across your chest. It's very challenging. You can put your elbows down if you're not quite there. Okay, and we're going to tuck the pelvis all the way down. So if you're new to this exercise, go ahead and keep your elbows down so that you can work on proper form and you don't end up in compensation patterns. Squeezing your butt all the way down. One more on the left. Squeeze your butt all the way up. Squeeze your butt all the way down. Don't let your butt be lazy. It will try to be sleepy on you. All right, we're going to switch. Pressing your foot into the ball. Squeeze your butt all the way up, 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 up. And squeezing all the way down. Keeping that squeeze going all the way to the ground, which is not easy to do. You really have to focus on it because your butt will want to shut off. Squeeze that butt all the way up. And then all the way down. Maintain that squeeze. My right butt cheek is sleepy. Trying to bow out at the end. You have to really focus. My hamstring's trying to do all the work. Focus on squeezing your butt all the way down. You'll know you're doing it if you can feel it right in your butt. All right, now you can have your elbows down. We're going to squeeze our butt to lift up. We're going to hold here, and we're going to alternate. Now, if you're on the roller, you can go hands off like this or across your chest. If you want to try hands across the chest with the ball, go for it. Makes it much more challenging. Yeah. Good, David. Good. Okay. Now, if you have your feet on a foam roller, you can totally do hamstring curls, but you're going to do them in a smaller range probably than if you had a stability ball. But you'll see you kind of have to roll over your heel and back like this. Okay? If you have a stability ball, you can have your elbows down to start with. And we're just going to go in and out here. And if that's too easy for you, cross your arms across your chest. And if that's too easy for you, then you can do going out on one, coming in on two. If that's too easy for you, out and back on one. Okay, so there's multiple levels to this, depending on your strength. Well done, everyone. Okay, if you, I picked this way, but if you have a stability ball, we're going to use that. If you don't have a stability ball, you can use a pillow or two underneath your chest, belly area. And what I learned the other day with this is, and we've done this before, I just had to put the band under your ball. But let's put it under the mat, just to make double sure that band's not going to come out from under the ball and snap you in the face. I had a client the other day, I was gonna have her do this, and she's like, oh no, one time I did that at home, and Van Cook snapped me in the face. I was like, oh, well, let's just put it under the mat. No, it won't do that. So, little FYI, that's why we're doing that. Now, if you are using pillows, that's totally fine. And I don't think they're gonna roll, so you probably don't have to put it under the mat for that. Okay. We're gonna stabilize on the stability ball like this. Squeeze your butt. And this is the easier level right here. This is the hardest level here. Okay? So you can choose your poison, choose which one resonates for you. Okay, squeezing your butt. And we're going to start with doing some wides. So you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades down and back, lift your hands up toward the ceiling. If you have snapping and cracking or popping, that means you need to focus on squeezing your shoulder blades down and back more. You should feel this right in between your shoulder blades, low, like in the middle of your back. Okay, next we're going to go out to the side, and you decide how much tension you want on the bands. So thumbs up toward the ceiling, abs in, squeeze your butt, and pull up toward the ceiling. Good. All right, catch your breath. And then the next one we're going to do, you're going to pull, you're going to have your elbows in line with your shoulders, and then pull up toward the ceiling with your hands like this. All right, excellent. Next one, wrap your hands so that you have more resistance. And your palms are going to face back like this. Abs in, squeeze your butt. And we're going to alternate reaching back. Like this. Squeeze your butt. Abs in. Okay, now we're going to add another component. So when you reach your right arm back, your left foot is going to come off the ground. And vice versa. Squeezing your butt. So squeeze that butt. 5 more each side. 5 more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! All right. Well done, you guys. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and go into our side plank next. Make sure that if you're having pain with any of these activities while you're doing them, that you modify what you do. And if that pain persists, then it might be time to reach out to us for an evaluation. We can do a physical therapy evaluation either virtually, right from the comfort of your home, or you can come into the clinic. I'm happy to help you get straightened out. All right, so we're going to come up, hold that side plank, and then lift your leg if you can. You might not be at this level. You might need to just hold the side plank, or you might need to do a modification like this. Okay, so know your level. Again, if you're having any pain, modify, do an easier version of this if you need to. Once you've done 10, we're going to switch sides. 10 times on this side. You might have one side that feels a lot easier to do than the other. These side planks are no joke. These are hard. So, well done, you guys, for hanging in here, doing it. David, bring your shoulders back a little bit more. Yeah, there you go. Think about squeezing your butt on the right side so you get proper activation. Okay, we're going to do a front plank. You have a couple options. You can do it this way, and if it's hard on your wrists, you can do it down here. Okay? The key with the front plank is that you're squeezing those shoulder blades together. I don't want to see a big arch here. Okay, so squeezing the shoulder blades together, keep the abs in. All right? Once you've got your front plank going, we're going to march. And the reason is because now we're trying to make it a little bit more of a back exercise along with working the front of our body. Nice job. Let's do 5 more each leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Woo! Good job. All right, switching sides. Let's do our side plank with a leg raise again, or side plank or modified side plank. Do a little plank circuit here. You guys have really strong backs. Okay? So we want shoulders in line, hips in line. Lift that leg. You might notice it's easier on this next set. Okay, and then we'll switch. Good. We're going to do our front plank with a march, and you're going to do 10 each leg. So once you get into your plank position, you count them off. Think about squeezing your butt each time you lift your leg. Wonderful. Good job. Okay, we're going to lay on our back. We're going to work our rectus abdominis, which is your six-pack muscle. But we're also going to working our longus colli, longus capitis, our deep front line, which the longus colli, longus capitis are part of your deep front line. So you have your hands resting at your side. You're going to press your head back against the floor, tucking your chin. And lift. So tucking your chin all the way up so your shoulder blades come off the ground. Hands come up. And then we're going to tuck all the way down. All the way down. Keep that chin tucked all the way to the ground. That'll force you to use your deep neck stabilizers. Okay, so let's repeat that. Press your head against the ground as you tuck your chin. You're elongating through the spine. And you're going to lift your head up, tucking. Okay, then we're going to tuck all the way down. And keep that tuck going all the way to the ground. Let's do one more. Pressing your head against the floor as you tuck your chin. Rolling your head forward until your shoulder blades come off the ground. And then tuck that chin all the way down. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to grab our stability ball or roller. If you've got a roller and not a stability ball, that's fine. A little key point to notice as we do this stability ball circuit again is by pressing your head back into the ground, it will help you stabilize because it helps you pull in your deep front line. Which sounds kind of silly that by pressing your head into the ground and tucking your chin, you're going to pull in your deep front line, but you will. So you're going to press your head into the ground, tuck your chin as you have your arms crossed and lift up. And you'll be more stable by doing that than if you didn't. So make sure you're squeezing your butt as you lift up. Okay, and squeezing all the way down. If you're doing it right, you're going to get a shake. Doesn't matter how strong you are. You want to really activate those glutes. So squeezing as hard as you can. Squeezing all the way down. Tucking the pelvis all the way down. So it's like you're in a hammock as you come down. But you're squeezing your butt. So it's not a passive hammock. It's a very active hammock where we're strengthening all those little muscles, all those little stabilizing muscles in between the spinal segments. Okay? And don't forget to press your head into the ground. Lots of things to remember. Okay, we're going to lift one leg. And for this one, you might want your elbows down for balance as you first get used to it. Again, squeezing your butt, pressing your head into the ground to help you with stability. Tucking the pelvis, and pushing your foot into the ball, pulling the heel down at the same time. And again, lifting up and down, really pressing your foot into the ball and pulling your heel down so you get good activation of those glutes. You can do this exercise and it's really just a hamstring exercise. But if you think about squeezing your glutes and pressing your head into the ground, tucking your chin, you're going to get more of your deep front line, which is important for balance and stability and the foundation that you need to build power to prevent injury. And the glutes, we want strong glutes for a strong back and also for pain-free knees. All right, arms across your chest, lift up. We're going to alternate marching. This is more of a stability, balance type of exercise. Okay, we'll come back down. And we're going to do hamstring curls. So for the hamstring curls, easiest version is palms down, both legs. Make it a little harder, bend your elbows, both legs. So make it a little harder. Elbows, one leg going out, two legs coming in. If you want to make it harder still, you're going to go single leg, in and out, 3 times, switch. Okay, and then the hardest level is going to be arms across your chest. And when you do the arms across the chest, you might need to start out again, both legs, and work your way up. So if you're able to do elbows down, single leg, try going arms across the chest, both legs. Do 3 or 4 of those. And then the next time, you can try single leg to double leg with your arm across your chest to make it harder. All right. How you guys doing? Thumbs up if you're okay? You guys okay? Ready for more? All right. Good. I love it. Let's do another set of our plank. This time we're going to throw in a little bit of a variation. So we're going to do 3 leg lifts each leg. Then we'll do a push-up. Okay, and then we'll do 3 leg lifts each leg, another push-up, 3 more leg lifts, a push-up, and then we're just going to do as many push-ups as we can. Okay, you guys ready? All right, ready, set, 1, 2, 3, push-up, 1, 2, 3, push-up, 1, 2, 3, push it. Okay, and then let's just see how many we can do. Aim for 20. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, I don't know if I can do it. 17. Let's do it. 18. 19. One more. 20. Woo! Yes. Well done, you guys. So good. So good. All right. Let's do a little stretch. So, you know I always advocate the sumo stretch, but today let's do happy baby. So the full happy baby, you would grab your legs like this and pull your legs back. and then just ease into that stretch. But you might not have the mobility for that. That's okay. You can start out here. We're just gonna allow your hips to open, soften. We don't have to force anything. I personally find that I get more out of stretching this way than by doing the happy baby stretch, which is more forced. And just by being gentler, not trying to force through any barriers, waiting at the initial barrier, waiting for the barrier to soften, feeling and following, picking up the slack. Just by doing that, I actually get more mobility in my hips and my back. I feel better after doing this modified happy baby than after doing the full-on happy baby yoga stretch. So when you stretch, you want to hold the stretch for at least a minute, because the elastic component of your connective tissue doesn't begin to be engaged until about a minute. So if you want more elastic component engagement, if you want more tissue elongation, then a longer stretch is good. Just with each breath, just notice how your body expands as you breathe in, softens as you exhale. So you can let it go in any area where you feel tension or stiffness. Okay, then we're going to hold behind our knee, stretch our leg up, pump the ankle. We do that 10 times. And if you're a true Energizer bunny and you just want more and more exercise, feel free, go through the whole circuit again. Do the whole workout over again. You really want to get that endorphin fix and wear yourself out? Go for it. Okay, we'll switch sides. 10 times here. Switch again. So 10 here. A common thing people overlook is stretching their calves. And by having good calf flexibility, then it really helps your lower back. So this is a simple way to do it. And we can also get a little bit of a hip flexor stretch in as well by doing this. So I like to do it. We're going to pull in a little rotation. I'm getting a nice stretch through the front of my right leg and also in through the heel cord, into the calf. Just with each breath, just sinking a little deeper into it. You just want to hold that stretch for at least a minute. Let your body sink into it. If that's too long for you to hold that rotation, that's okay. You can semi-rotate. And if you don't have enough balance to hold that and be safe, put a chair here. You'll be all right. Okay, we're going to switch. Rotate. Feel that stretch. And opening. So if you're joining us on YouTube, glad you could join us. We'll see you again next time. Take a look at the calendar for future classes, and just know that this week is a bit different because I'm attending a conference online. The schedule's been moved around a bit. It got moved around again today, so I'm going to have to adjust the classes again for tomorrow. I apologize for that. So you're definitely going to need to stay tuned. I'll adjust them in a couple hours, and I'll send out an email and a text to everyone on my list just to make sure you guys know about the change. So definitely stay tuned for that, and I look forward to seeing you in another class soon. Bye for now.